Hi everyone, this is Miss Geist with the trombone and video number 2. All right, trombone's best instrument. I love it. So today we're gonna review a little bit about what the video 1 had said, and then we're gonna add how to put it together. We will talk about how to care for it and clean it later on. You don't have to worry about that right now. But I'm not gonna lie, putting the trombone together is the hardest instrument to do that properly. Holding it is also a little awkward. Its balancing is kind of hard to do. And your hand, your arm right here, your wrist, it's gonna hurt for a while. 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then after that, those muscles will get built up, all right? So don't give up and just know that you're gonna work through that pain for a little bit. Okay, so just to review, the brand name has to go on the top, and the latches normally will go down. All right, just to review, we're gonna do it on the floor. So if it does have an accident and falls, it's not gonna fall very far. And we talked about having a name tag on your instrument, a proper one, luggage tag, anything will do, but I don't want a piece of tape here. I don't want this with a rubber band or a zip tie with a piece of paper. That's where I saw a couple things this week. So make sure it's just a proper name tag. Once you buy one, you never have to buy one again, all right? And then I can give it to you if it gets lost, all right? So your parents got an email about that. We talked about it in the class. Take care of business. I would love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm gonna open up the trombone just to make sure. I'm gonna be careful with it. I saw a couple of you guys this week have it like that and then open it. Not okay. The trombone is gonna fall out. So you must have it flat on the floor. I saw a lot of that this week, okay? So flat on the floor, open it up, and then we're good to go. Let's review really fast what we did with the mouthpiece. So 2 fingers, not a fist, 2 fingers only. Bring it right in the middle, all right? Right in the smack dab middle. Take a deep breath. You want to keep it as steady as possible. We started talking about sirens. Now there's a bunch of different ways to describe how to do a siren. We want to buzz loose. We want to be relaxed. We don't want to puff our cheeks though. We want to be loose to play low and a little bit more firm corners. When you're playing higher, you push more air from your gut. You move your bottom lip in and out a little bit and focus the air stream down or up. And you just will get the hang of it. We'll talk about it in class a lot. There's different ways to teach it, but for now, I just want you to experiment what works best for you. If you found out in class last week, a lot of people did it just by pressing more air with their gut, okay? And moving faster air and using these bunny muscles right here. So watch my lips. I'm gonna start low and loose, no puffing cheeks. And a lot of my lip is vibrating inside the mouthpiece. Lots of fat right there. So going right in the mouthpiece and buzzing. That way your sound is gonna be open and pretty loud. All right, so I'm gonna put my mouthpiece down for a second and I'm gonna grab the body, actually I'm gonna grab the slide. Trombone is very delicate. I think I told you in class already. This instrument can get bent very easily, and when it does, we are not going to be great trombone players because we're going to have to struggle. It's like having a broken arm if your slide is bent or dented. So we want to be very careful with this slide, okay? Don't lean on it. Don't ding it on people or on your case or whatever. But we want to be gentle with this. Now there is a slide lock here, very important. I tried a couple of yours this week, and a couple of yours is stuck. I told you how to fix that. You want to make sure that your mom or dad take a little tiny plier and just get it unstuck for you, okay? And I usually have my tools with me. I can fix that pretty easily. That slide lock is important because if you have that slide lock off, woo, your trombone slide will go that way and this will go that way, and then you'll end up bending this gentle part. So if that happens, you just gently put it back in. Now my trombone just got fixed, so it moves like butter. And yours will too if you take care of it. We will talk about how to grease your slide and clean it later on. You don't really need it right now, okay? In a couple weeks, I will do a video, or my son, who's videotaping now, he has a really good video for you to watch to how to take care of your slide, okay? Now, I'm going to put my slide lock back on, very important. This thing down here is called a spit valve. Yep, it is for spit, but we really don't spit in our trombone. If you want to know the big word, it's condensation. Kind of like when you go against a window, like a cold window if you're in the snow and you want to see your fog. That's called condensation. So this spit valve, I'll show you how to use that in a little bit. Now you take the body of your trombone, you're going to be very gentle with it, and you're going to want to, oopsie, hello, you're going to want to put it like that, down that way, and it's going to be, how can I describe this perfectly? Let me see. It's going to have to be at a 90-degree angle. Your bell should be on the left-hand side. It's kind of hard to see in the video because it's backwards probably. So you want to make sure it's a 90-degree angle. And if you see this part right here, it has a bend in it. No, you didn't drop your instrument. That bend is supposed to go in your neck area. Okay, so you've got your trombone at a 90-degree angle. We want to make sure that when we are moving the trombone slide and body around, that this screw is loose, okay? If you tighten it down and you try to move it, yeah, it'll move, but you're going to strip the screw. And eventually that won't stay tight anymore when you keep doing that. All right, that's with any screw, okay? So you have to make sure if you want to move it, loosen it up, loosen it up, then adjust it, okay? Do not strip the screw, or the thread, we don't want to strip the thread. So now I tighten it down, it's ready to go. Now here's what you do. You're gonna make your thumb and your finger like an L, okay? Make an L. You're gonna take your thumb, and this is the hard part, trombones. You're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna put it up here, okay? Take your thumb, you're gonna put it up there. Then you put your finger where your mouthpiece goes. Okay, I'm gonna grab my mouthpiece now. When I put the mouthpiece in, remember, I drop it in and I twist. I don't wanna go, even though it sounds really cool, your trombone mouthpiece is gonna get stuck, okay? So you push it in, you twist. And now you've got your thumb around that brace. You've got your index around your mouthpiece area. And I know a lot of you have really tiny fingers and they may not fit up here. You're gonna stretch it as much as you can to get in a good habit, okay? Stretch it up there. It's gonna be right at your mouthpiece area. Now, if you see, I've got my two fingers wrapped around here. My pinky is gonna be underneath the slide brace just in case I forget to do my slide lock. All right, so if I forget to do my slide lock, whoa, see that? But my pinky is ready to catch it. So that should become a habit as you're walking around and getting ready, okay? Put my slide lock on. I put my instrument up to me. We don't want this, okay? That doesn't make any sense. We don't want that. That hurts. I can't reach it. We want to put your mouthpiece up, again, where your neck is in that little groove right there. And bring it up to you, okay? Again, it's going to hurt your hand for a while, all right? Not going to lie. You're going to have to get strong muscles right there in your wrist and in your forearm. Now, this hand, again, my pinky is there just to be, handy. If I know that slide lock's on, I can go ahead and wrap it around that part of the trombone. Now this hand, your right hand, mamma mia, you're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna put it with 2 fingers, okay? I don't wanna see any fist grabbing. A fist grabbing means that you probably dinged or bent your slide and now you have to force it with your whole wrist. Okay, the only thing that happens right now is that you take your 2 fingers and your thumb, and those 2 fingers catch it, and your thumb just kind of hangs out there. Those 2 fingers catch it, bring it up. Catch it, brings it up, right? Now these other 2 fingers just hang out there. Again, I don't want to see a fist like that. That's not how we play trombone. Now I'm gonna go ahead, wrap my pinky around in there, put it in my slide lock, and this is called first position. First position is all the way in, okay? For now, we'll change that later on. Now, whatever comes out, comes out. Just blow, keep your cheeks in, and do exactly what we did on the mouthpiece. Take a deep breath. And if that one doesn't come out and you get this note, that's okay too. But if we can do those sirens, you'll be able to hit higher notes. I'm just blowing more air, focusing my bottom lip to shoot the air higher, okay, and faster air. We talked a lot about this week about tip of the tongue to the tip of the teeth. When you say tip of the tongue to the tip of the teeth, it takes a lot of T, lots of tongue action to say those words. Tip of the tongue to the tip of the tongue to the tip of the teeth. And that's how you tongue on trombone. Every note starts with your tongue, not your your tongue. I'm still moving my air. I'm not stopping my airstream. It keeps going. I'm just interrupting it with my tongue. So again, spit valve. So when you start hearing a gurgle, which might be, after 10 minutes of practicing those long tones, which you should be doing, your spit valve, I can use my towel here. You can use a towel at home. Don't let it on your, parents' carpet. So what I do is, and it might be hard for small arms to reach. You might have to have somebody at home help you, or just grow into it, okay? Don't use your foot and bend the spring. So you're going to, now when I do that, I'm not buzzing. I'm not going, I'm just blowing air through it. You don't want to go, all right, when you're doing that, because you're going to disturb the class or at a concert. So you want to make sure you just blow. Just blow air, no buzz. And I forgot to say something really important. Can we go back to unscrewing unscrewing this? Watch. So you have your mouthpiece off. I forgot to mention this. We want to make sure that, again, I unscrewed it, right? I didn't pull it off and strip these threads here. You got to make sure that the spit valve is at the bottom, okay? A lot of the times it gets turned around, or if you're, very important, I saw that this week too, when your slide accidentally comes apart and you're like, oh man, it fell down. Well, we want to make sure that your spit valve is at the bottom, okay? Pretty important to know that. And then again, I'm doing that slide lock. Really important to get in the habit of the slide lock. We forget that as younger players. And you've got your pinky under there when you're carrying it or you're not playing it. It's gonna be there to protect it from falling. Now again, trombone, very, very, very fragile instrument. It's very easily bent, and we wanna take good care of it, okay? So hopefully that helps you out. It's my favorite instrument ever, and we will be doing lots of videos for you guys, okay? All right, hope that helps. Again, drop it in there, twist it, and your thumb goes around that top brace, right? We make that L, very important. Bringing my L around there. Bam, ready to go. Wrap these guys around there. All right, you guys, have fun on my favorite instrument. Bye.